Hi everyone, welcome to Digital Dynamo Lab. In today's video, we are going to learn about white box testing. One of the important types of software testing. We will see what it is, how it works and why it's useful in making software reliable. So let's get started. Before we dive in, let me show you what we will cover in this video. First, we will talk about what white box testing is. Then, we will see what testers verify during white box testing. After that, we will learn about different white box testing techniques with examples. Finally, we will look at the advantages and disadvantages of white box testing. This will give you a complete understanding of the topic. Let's start with white box testing. This type of testing looks at the internal design, code structure and working of the software. That's why it's also called clear box testing, open box testing, transparent box testing, code-based testing or glass box testing. In white box testing, testers have knowledge of the internal code and structure of the software. Usually, it is performed by software developers themselves. It is commonly done during unit testing and integration testing. Some tools used for white box testing include NUnit, PyUnit, HTML unit and CPP unit, which help automate and check the code effectively. Now, let's see what we verify in white box testing. In this type of testing, we check the internal security of the code, any poorly structured parts in the program, how specific inputs flow through the code, loops and decision conditions, each statement of the program, individual functions and modules, and finally whether the expected output is produced correctly. Basically, we are testing of the code from the inside to make sure everything works as intended. The first technique is path coverage testing. In this method, testing is based on the control or flow structures of the program. Testers define all possible paths from the entry to exit points in the system to make sure every path works correctly. This helps in identifying any errors in the flow of the program. The second technique is loop testing. This focuses on all types of loops in the program, like for, while and do while loops. Testers check simple loops, nested loops and concatenated loops to make sure they work correctly. They also verify that the ending conditions are handled properly and that the loops can handle the expected number of iterations without errors. The third technique is branch coverage, also called condition testing. In this method, testers check the logical conditions in the program for every possible value, whether it is true or false. This ensures that both the if and else conditions are verified and working correctly. The fourth technique is statement coverage. In this method, testers go through all the statements in the code to ensure that each statement is executed at least once. This way, every line of the code is verified to work correctly and no part of the program is left untested. Now, let's look at the advantages of white box testing. It helps optimize the code and find hidden errors. Test cases can be easily automated. It allows early detection of errors, which improves the overall code quality. It covers most of the parts and code in the software, ensuring through testing. Now let's look at the disadvantages of white box testing. It can be complex, expensive, and time consuming. It requires professional testers who have a detailed understanding of programming. It cannot detect missing functionalities in the software. If the code is redesigned, test cases need to be written again, which adds extra work. That's all for today's video on white box testing. I hope you found it easy to understanding and helpful. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Digital Dynamo Lab for more tech tutorials. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.